real quick one for the road, as they say. What's happening? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me today. And I thought I'd document yet another chapter in the life of this place. So, I first got this place many moons ago. And it was my pet project, okay? We did the kitchen, did the top. I mean, the place literally was a crack house prior to me acquiring it. And now on this, the day right before we start a new year, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna give back to its rightful owner. And let him deal with all the headaches that come with. See that, folks? I think I got videos of me building this motherfucker. This mov. See that? I think I got more video of me building that mov. So, as is the story of life, every chapter has a beginning and every chapter has an end. Nothing lasts forever, certainly not any apartment. You rent and decide to turn into an Airbnb. A good friend of mine would say, just let it go, buddy. All the work, all the effort, all the niceness you'll put into making this place beautiful, most beautiful Airbnb you ever seen, it'll still be in the middle of a dump. You gotta walk through a dump to get to it. You gotta listen to shit happening. You gotta worry about a fucking rat coming in at any moment and spoiling your Christmas dinner. And so, what was it for, right? What did I do all that for? 5 years. I think 2024 would be the 6th year. So 5 years for what? Well, I got a lot out of it. The experience, for one. The opportunity to work on my craft. You know, I still remember I was back here with Fitzy, no more than 2.5, 3 years old, walking around with a drill helping me undo the remnants of the previous tenants, which, no word of a lie, were crack dealers. My neighbor over there told me a story of how Sûreté Québec, for those of you in the US, Sûreté Québec is the equivalent of the FBI. Okay? So they had stationed, Sûreté Québec had positioned their surveillance cameras right there, upstairs in her unit, and they were basically gathering data. And just like that, one day, SWAT team came in here and whisked everybody away. You know, and look at what a lovely job she did with her place. Right? Look at what a lovely job I intended to do with this place. But it's okay. The majority of people never even try or give it a real honest shot. They say it's too hard. Why would I do that? You know, people tell me, the fuck? why are you renovating the guy's apartment? Is he paying for it? I said, listen, okay, listen. If you want to live somewhere nice, and you have the means to do it, and you have a plan, which is what I had, then go ahead and do it. At the end of 5 years, what's he getting? He's getting a newly renovated apartment to which he can raise the rent by 50%, even more if he was smart about it, you know? But there are landlords that some people will call him slumlords. He's not quite a slumlord. He just doesn't care. It's not his priority. These families, they buy these foreign families, lovely people, okay, hardworking, honest people. To them, they fill their apartment, they buy their apartments in a group, they get the loan from the bank, and then they use that to buy another one and another one and another one. So as long as your rent is paid, which is basically why I had it for so long, as long as your rent is paid, they could care less. And the type of people, Bengalis, that he has in his buildings are not the type that are going to complain about a leaking roof or about rats, right? They're just happy to have a place, right? So keep it fair enough. But what happens over time is the deterioration of the building, and consequently, the clientele that you cater to, right? When I took this place, no one, the way it looked, nobody in their right mind would ever have touched this place. And it was a crack house before. Oh my God, no, Dorothy. We'll my wife and I will think about it and we'll get back to you. There's none of that, okay? I took it because I was like, yes, look at that. How beautiful will that look? And you know what? I will throw in some screen captures into this video and make a whole thing out of it, just so you can see what once was. I recently saw the video, the very first video I took of this backyard and patio and all this. I saw the very first video, and anyone who would have seen that would have said, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you do that to yourself? And so the experience itself was invaluable, and I will carry it with me forever, and I will forever have record of this beautiful Airbnb La Belle Cottage in my portfolio. You just can't book it. Well, you wouldn't book it anyways because it's rated at $339 a night, $333 a night. So I don't think anyone's gonna book it at $333, but it's active, and I'll put the link in. Well, maybe I won't put the link in. There's too many crazies out there in this here YouTube. Are the crazies still out there in this here YouTube? You know, the crazy people, the doxers. I remember at one point I got put on some sort of shill list. That's right. Established 1983 as a shill. Anywho, to be continued. Time to say goodbye. This will be my moment to sing. Okay, let me sing. It's been a while. Give me a chance. I love it. Sing. Dun, 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 dun. It's only time to sing. You know what? That's right. Time to say goodbye. Okay, but I'll be back. So, let's do a little screen share action here just to go further down memory lane. But in doing so, I bumped into this very fresh, very live. I'll read it out, okay? Airbnb support. Hi, Rick. This is Santiago from Airbnb. Your guest, Tanya, from reservation HMRSNYWCCN, has informed us that you have approved her to leave with a full refund, and we wanted to confirm with you to process it. Just let me know. As I see the messages approving it over the Airbnb chat, I will go ahead and process it. All right? The refund has been processed already, as I can see here, so there is no need to take any further action. Thank you very much for your time. Please let me know if there is anything else that I can do for you today. Okay, that comes through. 1:44 p.m. At 1:51 p.m., I get another one. Thanks again for working with us on this one, Rick. It's very much appreciated. We're lucky to have you as a host in our community. Please be attentive to your email as soon as you might receive important information about the interaction you had with me. If there's nothing else I can help you with, I'll close this case for now. Thank you so much for being part of the Airbnb community. Have a good day. Best, Santiago. Okay, so that's Santiago. But anyways, this is what I wanted to show you. Bum, 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 bum. Where is it? 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 Ah, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Okay, let's add details. Let's showcase my entertainment amenities. Board games? Yeah, we got board games. We got tons of board games. Game console? What you want? We got the Genesis, we got the Super NES, we got the PS2, we got the PSP, we got the... What else we got? What else we got? No. We got game consoles. Mini golf? Yo, mini golf. I built a mini golf course on the ceiling, bro. Wait till you check it out. Bowling alley? Hello? What do you think I did with the backyard? Oh, wait a minute. Movie theater. Nah, dude. Nah, the whole house is a movie theater. The house itself is a movie theater. You walk up in there and you like in a movie, dog. Arcade games? Of course we do. Ping pong table? Well, you know what? I just did not have any room for the ping pong table. So next property. All right. Oh, is it family friendly? You better believe it's family friendly. You know how many families was made in that apartment? Huh? I'll give you 2 guesses, but you only need 1. Let's add some details. Baby bath? Check. Baby monitor? Check. Changing table? Check. Children's bikes? Hello? You gotta have the children's bikes. Outdoor playground? You better believe it. Children's playroom? The whole house is a children's playroom for adult children. Is your dedicated workspace in a shared space? Sounds like a tricky question. It sure is. Do you have a backyard? Oh, hello. Do you have children's dinnerware? Of course. Them kids gotta eat too. Do you have a pack and play travel crib? My dude, the whole house is a pack and play travel crib. Aight? Nice, we done. Alright, so there we go. La Belle Cottage, Saint Henri. R.I.P. But may you live forever. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. La Belle Cottage, ladies and gentlemen. Well lit, open concept layout. True. Bright bedroom. Full bed with Posturepedic mattress. True. Large master bedroom with a queen memory foam mattress. Pretty good. Queen memory foam mattress, might I say. I mean, look at that. How nice is that? Of course, a central bedroom with a single bed can be utilized as a living room. It was just perfect. It was cute. And Mr. Lightbox in the back there, we will see him again in the near future. Central lounge and cozy reading and relaxing nook. Oh, I mean, large kitchen and dining area. Large enough for the 4 people that are going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Fully equipped kitchen with dishwasher. Very true. Very true. Large bathroom with a washer and dryer. Now, this washer and dryer, ladies and gentlemen, was the bane of my existence. Great deal. Great deal. Picked it up. Worked great until it didn't work anymore. Good luck getting it out of there. Well, what happened was, I'll tell you what happened. I built a door. I built a frame inside the door frame, right? And when it was time to take this puppy out, it did not fit. It would not get through that door. So I had to remove the frame. Anyways, it was a whole ordeal. But ta-da! Good old St. Henry. The very same place we were in just moments ago. And may you live forever in my dreams, in my portfolio. And I guess that's really what it's all about. You know? It's really what it's all about. Oh, I'm doxing myself. We'll leave it at that. That's me, folks. That's my Airbnb profile. A good friend of mine took this shot, and I said, wow, look at that. You can see through my face, literally. And the reason for that is because with the slow shutter speed that he used to take this shot, he needed more exposure because it was nighttime, right? And the movement, the speed that I was going in caught just exactly the parts that were lit. And because my beard was dark, there was nothing to catch. So what it caught was the window behind the bushes behind me, behind the tree behind me, right? Which is just fantastic. And it's a very good, it's a good representation of who Rick is. Rick, when are you gonna stop smoking, Rick? But yeah, what did I do it for? What was it all for? For the joy of doing it. And this is what I always say: if you ain't enjoying what you're doing, why the hell you doing it? Do something you enjoy to do. And if you can line that up with making a few bucks, you know, making a living. You don't even say making a few bucks. We'll say what it is. Earning a living. What do you do for a living? Oh, well, I do this, or I do that, or, you know. Isn't that funny? I can't be, well, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. What do we do what we do for? What is the motivation behind it? And if it's simply, we got bills to pay, and, you know, nothing is free in life, and you need money, right? Well, then try to align how you earn income, earn a living, make a living with what you like, what you enjoy to do. When I had my longest lasting employment, 7 months, 7 years, 7 months. was working with people that had been on the same machine for 15 years, 20 years. Hey, I worked in different departments. In the 7 months I was there, within 3 months I was doing all kinds of other stuff, and I was just doing stuff, different stuff. Yet, many of these individuals I spent a large amount of my time with had been there for 15, 20, 25 years. And so in that time span, I would ask myself, how? Why? How could it be that you, my friend Errol, have been on the side tape machine for 17 years? How is that possible? Tell me. Whereas me, myself, and I have lasted the longest 7 months in any employment. In fact, the longest employment I've ever had is self-employment, which has been running on the better part officially for, I would say, 4 or 5 years. And I still recall the very last time I gave my services in exchange for fiat currency. It's not even fiat currency, it's a check with some words and numbers on it. I'll take care of the tax. Self-employed, yeah. And then when it came down to the hours, oh, you didn't come in this and this. Are you sure? Anyways, it's too much. But finally, we parted amicably, and I even got a parting gift. One day, the company was expecting a large order, and by large order I mean 200 light boxes for Pharmaprix, for example, the equivalent of Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. Okay, nationwide, big contract, 200 light boxes. Okay, cool. So, but we were still waiting for that, and I was doing other stuff, small little things. So I asked my boss, I got some time. I asked my buddy, I got some time. Do you mind if can I make one of those light boxes for myself? And you charge me cost, whatever it costs, and I know the materials cost money, and of course, he's like, sure, no problem. So I make myself this light box. That was let's go back to the light box, since we're talking about this. Let's go back to the light box. That light box in the back there, Central Park, is the image, which was a scrap image that had gone bad in one side, etc., and got my coworker to sew it up and fit it to the box. Let's call that $1,000 product that would be charged regularly. End of the week, I'm done my box, whatever. He's like, listen, it's yours, keep it, don't worry about it. I'm like, how much do I owe you? No, don't worry about it. He's like, okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll let you know for next week, and the call next week never came, and the week after never came, and that's because he had already hired somebody at $10 an hour or whatever it was to mass produce this 200 batch, which was fine. It was the perfect timing to exit the Matrix. At least that aspect of the Matrix. And throughout the hardships in the last 4 or 5 years, however long it's been, at least 5, I'd say, not more, approaching on 6, throughout the hardships, I said to myself, amidst all of this, I would not trade it to go back to that, and it was part of it was a root part of major conflicts I had with the missus, still have to this day, and will probably forever have to this day with the missus, as to understanding the difference between working for somebody and being self-employed, working for yourself. If I don't do it, nobody else will. Therefore, I don't get the moolah la, yeah, right? And see, now I'm just monologuing and pacing, but this is all part of the reflection process. And just months ago, when I engaged in not milk business by participating in the driving scam, you gotta now take a class, you got to do courses, pass your learners, and then once you get your learners, you can practice and etc. So I started driving, and first lesson with the teacher, she said, you're a natural. I said, I know. I mean, considering the last time I drove, I was 15 years old, driving a bunch of drunk teenagers back home at 3 o'clock in the morning in Phuket, Thailand. I mean, considering the last time I drove was middle of the night on the way to NYC, circa 2005, considering all of those things, yeah, it ain't rocket science, So, and of course, I was driving around with the missus, saved a few bucks by not hiring my man Joseph with his truck to go across town to pick up some marketplace goodie. So I did that, right? With the family, popped everybody in, kiddos, the wife. She gets to sit back with her freshly painted toes on the dashboard. You know how them snow bunnies is. It's like, I like this. This is nice, because up until then, she was the one driving, right? And I'd find myself stuck in traffic on the way back in the middle of rush hour, and just thinking to myself, wow, people actually do this every single day, an hour and a half each way, 2 hours at least of your life every day spent commuting. 5 days a week, that's 10 hours, 40 hours a month. Do the maths over the year, how much time you spent just commuting. It's a mind blow. I did it, I can't recall, don't remember the number at this point, but it's a mind blow. And so, reminds me of years ago, my buddy's father retired from a career working in the aeronautics industry, worked for Bombardier, which is in Montreal, and he lived, an hour out of town, in another town. So every day he commuted that hour for 25 years. He said, and this was funny, because at the time I knew nothing about nothing, but in retrospect it's hilarious. He says, over my career, I drove the equivalent of 2 times to the moon and back. Yeah, today it's funny. The equivalent. So how far away is the moon's grandpa? He's now a grandpa. So, but when you think about that, and that the car that you have to do the job is another expense. All of that. What was my point? Not milk business. We not play that. We not business with them things. Them not milk business. Okay, you pick and choose. Some of the stuff you do have no choice, and others you do. And this is one of those where, furthermore, and I was chatting with my main man Joseph yesterday while vacating said premise premises. I was chatting to him. I said, listen, how much does it cost to own a vehicle, right? Every year. You gotta pay your license, you gotta pay your insurance, you gotta pay your gas, you gotta pay your breakups, you gotta, let's say minimum $5,000 a year. Tell me, Joseph, did I spend $5,000 last year in transportation with you? Did I spend 4? Did I spend 3? Maybe I spent 500 or max 1,000. But but that's not the point. I digress. How is RFB doing? Is he still in the game? Still selling survival kits? Send him my regards if you're around his way. Hey, John Rappaport. What's happening, my man? Nice to see you. Yes, I subscribe to John Rappaport's Substack, I guess. However, as I have never purchased anything online due to not participating in the credit card thing. Oh, but you could buy a prepaid and you can. Yes, I know JLB. It's coming one day. I mean, the day you accept e-transfers, JLB, you'd be my first. The Lightbox and the job and the Not Nook business job. What does it stand for? Just over broke. Japanese. Hold on. This painting, I found at my guy Gilbert's secondhand store. It's just lovely. It's hand drawn, and it's like paper. It's not an oil canvas or anything, and it's quasi collage. It's like a mixed media, Okay, hold on. We are A and we are. Wait for it. What I wanna do. What I wanna do. What I wanna do. With all due respect, please and thank you. I'll do what I want to do. And on this, the land on which we stand, because we do not live on the sea, therefore we do not abide by maritime admiralty law, which is the law of the sea, which is the law of the pirates, piracy. We live here on the land. It's called terra firma for a reason, and on their land there is but one law. There is but one law. Do no harm. That's it. That's all. Best song ever, right here. Cray, cray, over you. Captured. You're my DCONA. Anyways, why do it? Do it because it's beautiful. And if you're gonna do it, Make it beautiful. Give it your best. Give it your all, regardless of what it costs in time or money. Make it nice. Anna Paulina, maid of honor, not your sister, little temper. Hold on, I know this. You're my D.C.O. Anna. Oh. Any looter left you lifeless. You're my D.C.O. Anna. Oh. There's my copyright claim, but I don't care. So, one chapter closed, one chapter open, one chapter closed. And it was a wonderful chapter while it lasted. And I will forever remember the many, many experiences had in this here kitchen, building that there patio deck beyond that door, moving in that fridge and that stove. So, merci beaucoup et à la prochaine, as we say, in this life or the next. Okay. So that's the story, folks. Hey, what are the odds? What are the odds? Look at what time it is. Perfect timing. My man. Look at that. It's all over the place. Look at that. You tell me that's not an anagram for 1983? What's up, Cultivate Elevate? Nice to see you, brother. One day. So, on that note and that tone, I wish you a great rest of your day. And I'll leave you with this, okay? This is what I said to Fitzy just yesterday. And I'm going to say it to you. Years ago, in my youth, I was emceeing a end-of-year recital for a dance school. Now, this dance school was operated by two sisters in their 20s at the time. I was still a teen, a late teener. And at some point, the end of the show, one of the sisters, the owner, came up and gave a speech. And she said something to the likes of this. She says, life is 10% what happens to you, everything around you, circumstance, 10%. And 90% of it is the attitude that you have in dealing with the 10%. So think about that. On that note and that tone, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.